In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. I'm Mr. Clean. Today we're going to study about the parallelograms in chapter 4:15. That is about quadrilaterals, but today our topic is about parallelograms. In the previous video, I just explained about the properties of parallelogram, rhombus, and trapezium. And today we're going to find how can we find out unknown angles in a parallelogram. It's so simple, boys. Here is a parallelogram. Its name is S or TU, or you can say TU or S. So in this parallelogram, I just want to explain you something that the opposite sides of a parallelogram are always equal, right? This side equals this side, and this side equals this side. But when we talk about angles, this angle T is opposite to angle R. And the opposite angles in a parallelogram are always congruent or equal to each other. For example, I can write here angle T equals angle R, right? T we don't have. We need to find out angle T, but R is given. How much? It's 80 degrees. So these two opposite angles are equal to each other. If R is 80, then of course T will also be equal to 80 degrees because both angles are congruent or equal to each other. Now I can write this angle as 80 degrees. Now we're going to find angle S or U. Another property of a parallelogram is that you need to add this angle. This T and U are formed on a same line. But when you find the angle U, what you're going to do here, as you can see, boys, here, if you add this angle and this angle, it will form a half circle, right? And half circle, the circle equals what? Yes, it equals 180 degrees. So when you find out U, you can say angle U, we're going to find the sum of these two angles is 180, because this if you join these angles, they will form 180 degrees, and 80 degrees is given, right? So angle U, you can find 180 minus 80, you'll get 100 degrees here. Now you need to find out angle S. This angle is missing in this parallelogram. So how can you find it? So you can write angle S equals 100. Why? Because the opposite angle, 100, angle U is opposite to S. So you can write the reason. Opposite angles are congruent or equal to each other. Now we can write here 100, right? Now if you want to find out that your answer is correct or not, keep another point in your mind, that sum of all angles of a parallelogram, how many angles in a parallelogram? 4 angles, is equal to 360. Now if you want to find out your answer is correct or not, you just add them. For example, 100 plus 100, 200, 80 plus 80, 160. So your answer will be 360, means your answer is correct, right? Let's move to the another question. Here you can see another parallelogram. It's so simple, boys. We are missing this angle. For example, I name this angle given. This angle is given 99, and we need to find out angle A, sorry. So how can you find it? They are opposite to each other. So you can write angle A equals 99 degrees. And reason, opposite angles, this sign for angle, are equal, right? Only this, because opposite angle are always equal, so angle A will be equal to 99. Another question here, you can see there is a difference In this question, you see here, angle A is given and B we're gonna find here, right? How would you know that which angle you're gonna find? See, this curve will tell you you're gonna find only this angle. You're not concerned with this angle, this angle, you don't need to find it out. So this angle B you need to find. I told you in the previous question that angles on a straight line, these two angles form on a straight line and they're equal to 180. Okay, we're gonna find angle B. So you can write angle B equals total angle 180 and given 56. So how much you will get here? 180 minus 56, 10 minus 6, 4, 7 minus 5, 2, and 1. So 124 degrees. Okay, let's move to the third question. It's a little bit typical here. We're going to find this parallelogram. We're given this angle, and we are given this angle, but F, this side is missing. Boys, if you have a look, these two angles are form on a straight line, and you know angles on a straight line, the sum of angles on a straight line is always equal to 180. So you're gonna do here what? Angle F you're gonna find here equals, first of all, add these two angles, 180, because the sum of these angles, if you join this angle and this angle, they will be equal to 180, minus 50 and minus 63, right? Angle F, so 180 degree, first of all you add them because both have minus, it will be equal to 113 something, I think. Let's find here 63 plus 50, 3, 5 and 6, 11, yes, 113. Now angle F will be equal to 180 minus 113. 10 minus 3 is 7, here 7 minus 1 is 6, and here 1 minus 1 0, so 67 degrees will be the answer. That's all about today. You can practice similar questions in your workbook, and I will give you an assignment in tomorrow or after tomorrow. You will have an assignment regarding these questions. Okay, goodbye.